strong. Get strong. Get strong.
With the gimbal.
Alright, what's up
But
guys,
the
I'm
size
back.
3s do just
Some
enough more
technical
damage to kind
difficulties,
of make it
but
worth
man
it,
is
but
back.
you can't.
Managed to get my Connie and
This run I'm doing here makes
gonna
so
meet up
much
K2.
It's really annoying because there's a lot of things about the size 2s that work really well on the gimbals. Definitely laser repeaters. The cannons on the 100i that it comes with are just about useless. They don't have enough sustained fire. So they don't have enough punch to deal with the low rate of fire and the lack of sustained fire. Come here, you little... You know
I may
what?
actually go and buy the, since chances are real good with the next update we're going to do a character reset, I may go ahead and buy the weapons here that I want to get.
They are not going... Everything that, if you've read the forums on the subscriber thing where you can kind of interact, they are not going to be doing a persistence data reset at all. So persistence data will be the same. The most that you might see is a character reset to where it resets you back with all of your injuries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is I might as well buy the guns that I want to buy here, and then when that happens, I'll have them where I need them.
Yeah, especially like the, if you like LMG, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, those are going to be impressive.
You hear what my loadout is. I always carry a pistol and a mag. That's it.
I usually my favorite loadout right now is a P4AR, 4x sight, and a suppressor.
And because the way the game is with fucking headshots, I'll wear a helmet with this head on. But hopefully with this new thing, it's balanced out better to where you don't get killed instantly anymore.
That, and you're still going to be able to get sets of heavy armor. Just your kind of generic standard issue, the 80 X armor, like your kind of run-of-the-mill armors are going to be still very much available. But if you want like the Artemix armor or anything like that, it's kind of fancier, bespoke, you're not going to be able to just buy that.
Alright, K2, I'm here. I'm in Hurston,
Okay.
bro.
Okay, let me finish up killing these last two fighters. I'm getting some duck fighting practice in. One more. Goddamn little... The two ships I struggle most with dogfighting is the little M50 and the Aurora. The little glass coffin. Because they never run out of missiles.
Dude, there was a player that was giving us hell, absolute hell with an Aurora while we were doing Jump Town. I was just like, this is some kind of pilot here. This is amazing.
The Aurora equivalent of what I do with the 100.
Yeah, it was like that. It was, we had multiple ships. The thing was, somebody there had a Mantis, so you know he couldn't get away. But it was just like nobody could shoot the dude down.
The damn thing about the Aurora is it has damn good brakes, so that you can do like little.
What shit in atmosphere though. At least for me it was.
Oh, and it seems like the AI pilots AI pilots flying the Auroras are like decent. Like,
what are you guys up to?
I am
getting my bounties back after a reset.
Your what back?
Bounties.
I hope that 25K helped out on that.
Absolutely. It actually is actually got me to the VHRTs. No,
Okay,
you know,
where's
these things
Crusader?
actually do nothing but fees until I get to that spot where I start making that money back to the ERT level. So should be getting back to the earning stage here. Once again, thank you, my man. Hey, Branish, man, what are you up to?
I just got done. I came back from university about 2 hours ago. I went to play some games.
No, go back to school. What the fuck are you doing?
Please.
Are you a professor or going to school?
PhD students.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wonder itself.
Oh,
What am
so
I-
future unemployed person. That's what you're going for.
Exactly.
So what was kind of cool is one of the guys that I work with, he did his thesis on, because you have to, when they do a thesis, you have to be challenged. So it has to be done in
I was at
public.
Hurston, man.
So he actually did it on
There's
Twitch.
no good missions there,
Holy
so
shit. And I was like,
gonna
that's
have to go to
actually really
Crusader.
clever. So, you know, we had to have a lot of people in, like everybody in our company was in there. And a bunch of other, I had no idea what the fuck he was saying. I'm an associate's degree aircraft mechanic who just fell backwards being a data analytics guy. But, yeah, it was really cool, like seeing people try to challenge and talk through all the stuff he was presenting.
It has to be challenged, and you have to sufficiently defend your thesis.
Yep. I think that's really cool. I didn't even know that until I saw that.
Oh yeah. Now, defending, challenging a thesis. I'm like, I want to be the dumbass who throws popcorn at him while he tries to talk, and see if he can keep his cool and explain something.
Oh, never Sharper Black.
If it makes you feel any better, you're
meet
on
me
the
at
second
Crusader.
person. Like I said, I'm the dumb aircraft mechanic that was sitting in the audience. So
Yeah.
meet me at Crusader, bro.
Yeah,
Crusader.
Yes, sir.
Wait till I meet all these people at the conference that's coming up. It's gonna be hilarious. We come from totally different worlds.
yeah, I've seen some of the dissertation defense.
Yeah.
And just me like mechanic review or something like that. Dude, these guys are vicious.
Yeah, they have to be.
Like, some of the questions that they ask was like, what? Here's the thing though, the good part of it is this, if you have a good advisor, they can jump in and they kind of notify some of these idiotic questions.
Any worse than talking to the corporate bean counters about project proposals?
Pretty much.
That's one reason why I'm really happy I work for a small company.
Yeah, like, especially when you're on the safety committee trying to get them to spend money on updated training.
Well, yeah. You tell him that you know the name of his wife's boyfriend.
I'm sorry,
Tell him that the beat counter, just say, I know your wife's boyfriend's name, and all of a sudden, you have the information he wants. Now you guys can negotiate.
Or you can do what I do on a little more professional level. Is
Alright, let's see what
you
missions are
start
here.
pulling out policy and you start quoting from policy, and their eyes go cross because they're like stuck. They're like, well, according to this policy, mandated by the government, take a look at CISA, blah 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 blah. Number, I guess the one I use a lot is COP 19-01. And then you're like, according to this, we have to have this enacted. So we
Oh,
need
you're
to get
talking
this
precedents, aren't you?
Yeah. I use policy
Nice.
and precedents, and then people are like, "Well, fuck, we have to do it." I'm like, "Yep, you do. Let's do it."
Yeah, because no one actually, the phrase is, no one ever got fired by buying IBMs. No one really wants to fuck the system. And you just tell them, you do what I say, and you follow this, and you won't be fired. Good
Yep.
boy.
And that's what I do, and that's how I get around it.
My favorite thing is when you're.
I'm a policy whore. I know policy really well.
My favorite thing is when you just bring out OSHA regulations and NFC.
Yeah,
they're
see,
like-
you do the same thing. Yeah.
And so many of them, you get so many of those managers. They, even though that they're worded simple as shit. Go hand them an OSHA manual and go, we need fall protection for this stuff, or you need to be taking and removing this from the workflow. Thing that drove me nuts though on there is we had an EHS manager that was all about PPE. She was the type of lady that would put a condom on a dildo just to be safe. And it's like, why aren't we using proper engineering controls to eliminate the process that you want PPE to help make safer? Because we can get rid of this out of the process if we just changed a few things.
Are you like are you lean certified?
I've done the lean management training before.
What's the other stuff? There's like something belt like green belt or whatever.
Yeah,
Six Sigma.
that in that Six
Sigma
Sigma.
stuff.
I've done some of the Six Sigma stuff. I've also done a lot of the Kaizen stuff when I was at Parker Hannafin, and then and I also have my OSHA 30 hour.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So I have an OSHA 30 hour for general industry, and with my current job, we had the divisional manager who's starting a safety committee, and as soon as that enacts, I get yet another management title thrown under my job title of dock foreman, which was supposed to be material handler that got changed.
Well, I mean,
to dock
and you talk
foreman.
about OSHA stuff, and OSHA is easy to read because it's written at like a 4th grade reading level. It's just like Air Force manuals. It's the same way. They did that on purpose.
I have
Well,
no idea
and
what
so
you're
many
talking
people,
about.
you know, they complain about OSHA and OSHA and OSHA, and I go, there's some core things with OSHA and some concepts that I definitely agree upon. I disagree with some of the safety culture where we have nowadays, where we try and tell employees that the workplace is safe. You need to tell employees there are hazards in this workplace. We do what we can to mitigate them, but there's shit in this building that will kill you if you're being stupid.
Yep. And well, I worked on the flight line, so we understood that, you know, you had to keep your head on a swivel. Especially at Ramstein, you had 40 lines a day, 40 aircraft going in and out a day. So you're literally always watching out for getting run over or sucked in an inlet. It's just, you know, what you look out for.
Hey, Black, I'm just coming up to you, and then I'll EVA over from the 100i. I'm almost out of quant.
Alright, cool.
The worst ever was when I got jet washed by a 747. That sucked balls. It picked me up and threw me like I was a rag doll.
Woohoo. Okay, where's he at?
So out of curiosity, what were you doing sneaking up on a 747?
I was marshaling the 747, and the guy that, when I turned it to send to the next person, it turned incredibly sharp, and the wingtip went over my head, and I was like, I'm way too fucking close to this jet. And just as it did it, I took off running. I dropped everything I had and took off running, and it still picked me up and threw me. It threw my toolbox, and I landed in a ditch.
Yeah, that
It's
pilot's like
tough,
fucking noob.
Can you open up your doors? Black?
Well, happy. But you weren't.
Yeah, but I marshaled the damn thing, and I'm the one that turned it there. The pilot could have taken a little more time, but they were going uphill, so they did give it a little extra gas. And my friend was no help at all. He just laughed his ass off at me.
Whoa. Why
that's
are...
your
Oh,
friend.
shit.
What friends do?
My EVA, we were in gravity well. My EVA didn't fire. Oh, shit.
Are you falling?
Oh, you'll laugh at what planet. Hey, Fox, can you by chance get under me?
Are you at Microtech?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Are you at CRU?
Mm-hmm.
You got a while before you die. You'll get there eventually.
Jesus.
Like that, you'll fall for it.
I'm in a C2, man. It would take me forever to get there. I have a stock C2.
K2, are you in
Hey,
your...
Black man, you were in the gravity well, so when I went to EVA over to you, I got pulled down to the planet.
Serious?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, I'm at Microtech. There's not a lot I can do for you here.
yeah.
Oh, what's
So-
up, Black Man?
Like, can
Yo,
you,
what's up,
by
bro?
chance, try and get your ship under me?
Yep, I'll try.
Oh, that's you gotta laugh at that one, huh, Fox?
That's hilarious. I love it. Dude, my audio and everything is disconnecting like crazy. I think the server's about to go tits up here.
I'm playing at about 100 meters a second.
I can't see your player marker. Where's your player marker gone?
Directly
Wait.
under.
Did I see what I thought I saw? Somebody in chat, in global chat, somebody did dots and beats. Somebody did Morse code.
I see your ship, but I don't see you though.
Under you. I fell to the
Dash,
point.
dash, dot, space, dot.
No, I don't see your player tag. No, I don't see your player tag.
What the fuck types in Morse code?
I'm gonna stop the party and re-add it.
I'm just gonna respawn. Okay, I'll come back to you.
Disband.
All right, Box. Here's a question for you.
Hey,
Cicada 3301. What do you know about it?
I would not go into that because it violates a lot of my own privacy. The people that I know that have gotten involved in it, the institution, whoever the fuck it is, has gone very deep into their personal lives and ruined a lot of their own personal lives. So, I don't touch it.
All right. The people that you've known that got involved with it had their personal lives ruined by who?
They don't know who. It's just they. A lot of them have developed paranoid schizophrenia stuff, and I'm curious where that came from.
Or was it just an event that was designed to trigger that type of sociopathic behavior?
Could be.
Or highlighted the individuals that had pre-existing conditions? But I don't know. It seems quite interesting.
Yeah, the whole thing is great. I love the idea of an IRL video game, basically, solving clues, and I love the fact that it wasn't done haphazardly. Like there was actual.
You
go
okay
to
too? You
Paris,
get an
there was
invite.
actually shit there. It was crazy.
Yeah, I know. Right. Bus stops and shit like that. QR code.
Yeah. That was cool. I just never followed it myself. But you got to remember, I am borderline paranoid schizophrenia because of my involvement with Intel services stuff that I did. So I'm already thinking there's always a huge plot to fuck up my life even more than it should be. So I don't mess with that stuff because I don't want to delve too much into that part.
No, man.
You know?
Yeah, I already know your browser history, so you know.
I'm fine. Fuck, look at my browser history. I'm fine with that. It's the other shit that I have problems with.
3 o'clock in the morning, he's like, "Wait a minute. How did you see my browser history?"
Nah, KT, sorry, bro. I can't see you, bro.
Yeah, I'm all the way back at.
But yeah, I do find the whole thing interesting. It's very
Oh,
interesting.
it is. And if I had the time and resources, I'd be the dumbass that tries to recreate it in some small scale, just for my entertainment. Not like there's any big prize at the end of that race.
Oh, just see who does it.
Exactly. Because the marketing value alone, amplified by the internet, it's the internet that amplifies it. It's not
Now I can play Kind of got my seconds on my man.
What I understand about some of those data hunt stuff is there's a couple companies that went, there's a couple organizations and stuff that went on that. They initially used it as a recruiting tool, and then it just kind of evolved from that.
Off topic. Have you guys been seeing the Johnny Depp and what's that lady's name?
It feels like a distraction.
Amber Heard.
So I don't watch it.
It is like a movie. Johnny Depp starring Johnny Depp
shit happens to
in
real people. Not
defamation.
stars.
Yeah, we've been through a divorce before too, so it's like, wow, this is brings up
Typical.
memories.
Yeah,
But
it's typical
Amber
shit.
Heard actually started to fuck around with Elon Musk. She got actually impregnated by Elon Musk. And she actually had the embryo out and frozen. In California law, it's still a live being. And Elon Musk actually hired a bunch of lawyers to try to get the California courts to destroy the embryo. It sounded so fucking false. But yeah, apparently it's a fucking thing. I'm like, fucking Hollywood.
Say it again. What happened?
Johnny Depp's wife Amber Heard started having an affair with Elon Musk. Elon Musk dropped some lawn fertilizer and started some weed growth. That weed growth she decided to remove from the pot and put it in the freezer. And yes, just in case, if that technically under California law, that's live grass. And if she ever wants to have a child with the signature of the wealthiest man in the fucking world, she can easily implant that. However, Elon Musk has hired the attorney to get that embryo destroyed. It sounds like the whole fucking drawn out, what the fuck kind of inspired mind was, but it's actually fucking true.
Hey,
I'm telling you, Neuro, like I said, does this not feel like a distraction?
Yeah,
It makes
right.
you wonder what's really going on.
Exactly. There's so much. The shit that we're being told, it's under control. It's under the information and the velocity of what we're being told is by design. That's what I'm wondering.
But I'm a total tinfoil hat. You know, you can't ever trust anything I'm saying. You need value to it.
Okay. Hey, at the very least, you can always argue that there's going to be some sort of political or corporate motivation behind a lot of these media companies.
It's all about the cash. And the corporate entities are looking for the actual profits. And it's just like the physics of energy. The further away you are in the periodic table, more about the reaction, more energy is given off. The more of an outrageous statement, the easier transaction to sell that to the attention of the internet or the more revenue it is. So it's in their best interest to make it as fucking nutty as possible and then add a few layers of clickbait to it. That's why, man, I can't trust anything I see on internet, TV. I have a neighbor that's convinced that anything on CNN is absolute truth.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She's an old lady, but damn it, man, it's like,
That's a hard life to live. It's a tough life.
I know.
I have no consider about that point.
You should
So-
introduce her to MSNBC then.
So,
Oh, okay. It's just as bad. No, okay, guys, this is a podcast. We'll make a left from swollen.
Is it
They-
the one with
No, Russell Crowe's thing is the main
Russell
issue. Not Russell Brand.
Brand?
Yeah. I watched Russell Brand sing. It's really good.
that was a
And
bit of a
he's been
mistake,
called,
so let me go and repair.
I love the fact that
I should have
when
destroyed
they
those
called
ships.
him what was it called? Conspiracy theorist. He took it. He's like, we're all conspiracy theorists. Let's do it. That's fine. I don't care. You know, he's just random. No Agenda podcast is along the same. What they do is they play news clips and they call everybody out on their bullshit on both sides of the aisle.
Good.
And they just, it's funny as hell. It's a great podcast. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. These guys already called it last year. You get to watch, you get to enjoy it all, and relax, and just get a laugh at the world going to shit. That's really all you can do, you know?
I'm gonna listen to it.
It's, No Agenda with John C. Dvorak and Adam Curry. Adam Curry used to be a VJ on VH1. John C. Dvorak, right? DC Mag, This Week in Tech, way back.
Even the biological women are getting pissed off at this whole transgender thing, because the trans men are coming out and just beating them up in all the sports.
Oh, I know. I've seen the sport. And that's the oh god, yeah.
And we are cancelled.
Just get rid of gender sports altogether. It's just sports. It's basketball. It's soccer. Get rid of the women and men's team and make them all try out for the same team.
Well, and so when it comes to restrooms, I've heard the argument. I was like, here's the fix: single seat restrooms. I know it's crazy. You have a single seat restroom. It doesn't matter what fucking gender you are. You're in there by yourself. You got a toilet and a sink. There you go. Fixed. Because that's what we did in the Air Force. That was our fix. Porta potties. There you go. Easy fix. You know.
It has a sink, has a toilet, maybe it has room that, you know, a little hallway room type deal.
That's literally the fix. It's the same thing with pants, you know. They're like, well, it's I was like, no, wear pants. There you go. Everyone's wearing
How's my
pants.
ship
It doesn't
there?
matter.
Especially if you're okay.
I
Let's go
honestly,
back to
here's the
free.
thing. I love humanity. I love all types of people. I never have hate or vitriol towards anybody. But when you start infringing on the rights and liberties of other people, you start to make my shit list. That's just my stance. You know. I may use gender people, and they say, hey, no problem. I'll do my best. You know. I'm Gen X. Basically, my fucks ran out years ago. So whatever, dude. As long as you're not fucking with other people, I don't give two shits. Live your life however you want.
Hey, to be clear, I'm also another Gen Xer here, but I did order several years ago. I ordered a bunch more fucks, but apparently they
did
shut
you?
down the fuck factory because of the whole COVID thing. So apparently I'm giving you fucks for another 20 years.
Me, yeah. I've run out of gender fluid, basically.
Listen, I'm an early millennial, and my field of fox is about to dry out.
Well, I mean, I lived on freaking, you know, my parents never being home when I get home from, I mean, they say our generation was feral. We weren't raised feral. And so at an early point in our time, we just had all our fucks at that point in time. And then we found that we had kids.
They kicked us out of the house and said, don't come back until the sun comes out.
Yeah. Go play in the highway. What?
Exactly. You know, just don't get arrested, you're fine. And that was life lesson.
I think only 25% of us are still alive. Oh my god. Yeah, it was a
You know what
feral
happened
life.
to all the stupid kids back in the day?
They died.
They make it.
Exactly.
Natural selection.
And then a lot of
That
us
is
ended up
us.
joining the military, like myself, or going to prison. So that eliminated about half of us there too. Oh yeah, we were a very feral generation. But that's why all of us are like, when society collapsed, we just sit there with our coffee and booze and be like, cool, all right.
Yeah, when I'm 95 years old with 6 months to live, I want to have someone drop my ass out past the breakers and watch the world die.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna try to go to prison when I'm at that age because it won't fucking matter anymore. I'm gonna be doing stupid shit.
You'll be getting free meals. Yeah, free house.
Might be better than a nursing home at this point.
Well, I don't mean like killing anybody, but I'd like steal a police car or, or rob a shopping center and do something stupid like that.
Dude, change your name to McLovin first.
Expose yourself in front of a bunch of old ladies in a nursing home.
Well, the problem with that is if there's a kid around and you're, considered a child molester and they treat child molesters in prison a certain way, I would rather go to prison for doing a botched bank robbery than anything else.
Botched bank robbery.
I just think it'd be hilarious. This guy's 90 years old. He brought in a rubber band gun, and he threatened to cut somebody's hair while he was there. He's got to go to prison. Okay.
At least a mental institution.
Nah. Actually, that might be a good thing to pull too.
Be right back, guys.
All right, John, I had a question for you.
When's the next update coming out? Like, will this one this week?
Honestly, we're looking at not this week. Another week at minimum, from what I can see, based on the input in the PTU channel. It's still not ready for prime time.
So there are bugs out there in the 317 that are until they're fixed, it won't be released.
Yeah, apparently the inventory system is completely freaking borked.
Also, Nero, I just realized it's been so long since I last time.
So one of the problems with 317 is they're trying to make it so that you can transport ship components from station to station The problem is once it gets into your inventory, you can't then take and equip the component onto a ship.
Ooh, that negates the whole point of it.
The next problem is let's say that you buy something and you unequipped it, it goes into your inventory, then you cannot re-equip ship components.
Gotcha.
So unless you're at the time of purchasing, then directly putting it onto a ship that's stored, it forks them out and it just gets them caught up in limbo land in your station inventory. And that I've been on the PTU playing around just because I wanted to try some other ships because you get like 15 mil credit.
So what's your opinion on those mining modules?
I haven't played with them much. I've talked to people who have. They definitely make solo mining much more possible, and they
Giggity.
they'll serve their purpose and definitely complicate the mining gameplay,
Giggity.
which I'm okay with. Even though I don't do the mining gameplay loop, I'm glad to see them developing that. I would like them to do. I would like to see a little bit of first-person shooter mission gameplay loop added in. I think the 890 jumps are great. I'd like to see 890 jumper boarding action missions where they might have different ships involved for different prices to them.
Caterpillar.
One of them might be a Caterpillar single target. It pays out 5,000 because it's one crew, two crew type of thing. Maybe a Compass, maybe a Constellation Andromeda has one. Maybe you have to go clear out a Hammerhead. And maybe even part of the Hammerhead mission is that you have to enable the ship self-destruct, scuttle the ship before pirates can take it back. So you don't even have to kill everybody, you just have to enable the ship self-destruct.
I feel stupid. I just bought a pistol and I didn't realize I already had one on my hip. I have a Kodak.
You should see the amount of pistols I have at the station I ever.
They're cheap. It was like $5.39. It's not like I had to give up a lot of money for it,
What pistol do you got?
LH86. It's usually what I buy and carry with me. But I picked up this Coda. When I'm doing my trade mission, there's sometimes loot boxes, and this was in the loot box, so I put it on. I always have a pistol on me.
Hello, Brad.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever watched the movie Die Hard, the first one?
Yes, of course.
Tommy Plaza?
Yep.
Alright, you know that there's some pistols in this game, because Fox actually reminded me of this, that you can actually fire these little Nerf dart pistols in the Armistice Zone, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
there are Nerf dart pistols?
Well, yeah, there are dart pistols, yeah.
I have one. You can buy the ammo at the ammo shop Area 18.
What?
So,
Yeah.
let's just say that we have, like, 3 versus 10, and we can do we can claim Grim Hex as Nakatomi Plaza. It's kind of like an in-group kind of party, and jump on in and try to do the paintball thing in station.
Ooh, that sounds good. I like the idea already.
Yeah. No one gets a crime stat. You have to obey by the rules of the paintball thing. It's just fucking around. Once again, you're making your own game plans.
Do I have to take my boots off and walk over glass?
Ooh, you may have to run down a hallway and there might be like a smack wall.
Come to the coast, have a good time.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
No.
Yeah, the whole thing, is that truly an action flick or is it a Christmas flick? People I work with say it's a Christmas flick. I just don't know.
It's both. I mean, It snows paper from the sky.
Okay, is this protein? What is this? That's MRT. Okay, I can go fit it. I just need to refuel.
That's
I'll
like
be
saying
able
The
to-
Thing is a Christmas flick because it's
Yeah.
snowing. Right?
Yeah, but they play Christmas music in Die Hard. They don't play Christmas music in The Thing, do they?
I don't know how drunk am I. I got you. I got you.
Somebody's just following me.
So, there is one thing I've learned about media and the whole thing, though. For the most part, life becomes a lot simpler if you just don't worry about it, because most of it, you have so little control or effect over that
And most of it is very artificial. I agree with you.
the biggest thing is just worry about what you can immediately do to affect your current life.
And that is why tonight I'm just having fun with the peeps in channel right now. That's the only 2 inches in front of my face right now.
Well, there's 2 rules, right? Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. it's kind of like how you do it.
And I still want to throw popcorn at Branish, but I'm going to make that happen.
We'll travel over while he's doing his thing, trying to do his dissertation, and we'll throw stuff at him. Wow, that was weird. I came in here, my ship wasn't here, and I turned around from the elevator and came back, and my ship was there.
And also remember, in America, no matter what happens, good or bad, especially bad, it is the president's fault for at least 6 years before and after it happened.
And if you don't like the current president, it's always the previous president's fault.
Yeah, it's always the previous president's fault.
No, we've got it even better now. We blame everything on Putin.
Well,
Even
first,
Netflix-
everything on
even Netflix is
Facebook
booking their lows. Well, even Netflix is blaming their low stock price on what's going on.
Oh, another one. No, Netflix blamed fucking Putin for their stock drop.
Yeah, it's what I mean.
Here's the funny thing about that. I know everybody.
It's so funny.
I had somebody that was very much more of a Biden supporter ask, well, why we put all these really tough sanctions on Russia. Why isn't Russia backing off, like they said they would? And it's like, because Russia is one of the few countries in the world that could go back to being an isolationist nation and still feed their population and rebuild their infrastructure to where they don't need any other country. They have everything to run their infrastructure there.
So I'm going to
That
ask
was
you.
the initial. KT's exactly right. That was the initial effort of the Bolshevists in the Bolshevik Revolution. It was all about tax the farmers to actually get them to work forcibly, admittedly, to get the economy up to the world standard. If they have to do that again, I think they might, but it might look different in this generation.
Well, it very well might be that they just isolate and just
I'm
go.
going to ask both of you. Do you need bigger backpacks so you can carry that water for Putin?
I think Putin's a fucking asshole for what he's doing, but I'm not surprised.
I'm just saying the way our current culture is. If you say anything that isn't along that line, you're carrying water, and that's what I'm saying. Do you need a bigger backpack to carry that water?
It's just being realistic about the situation.
No. You guys, I love the fact that you guys are objective thinkers, and that I appreciate that about you. I'm being sarcastic and giving you a hard time about it. That's about it.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm thinking the wee man that Putin is. I mean, never. Go ahead.
You know how you get Putin to stop it? Stop it before you start. You go, Putin, if you set troops in another country for the purpose of an unprovoked attack or what could be seen as an invasion, we will use nuclear arms against you.
Oh God!
Do you want to call
Yeah,
it?
no.
You just play the mutually assured destruction card.
Nobody will ever do that. Though. They know.
Remember,
it's a fake
if
card.
there is 1% chance of actually that happens, they will never do that.
I'd agree with that. No one wins with mutual annihilation.
No, and that's the point of why we haven't seen any of the big scale wars since World War II, and the United States dropped nuclear weapons on Japan because everybody knows the devastation
of that bomb.
knows that you don't go up against anybody with nukes and invade them without it being a really bad thing. And that's in the whole between what we did in Iraq and Afghanistan and now what Putin's done in Ukraine. Good luck getting more and more countries are going to start wanting nuclear weapons than ever before.
So, KT, I appreciate you can think in this direction, but let's do a bit of a thought exercise. And I apologize to everyone here because we're getting away from internet space pixels, but I do find this kind of interesting. Feel free to go to a different direction if you like. But, KT, I don't know what your opinion is on this one, but let's put on a different hat. And your homework right now is to try to describe to everyone in the channel why the U.S. dropping the atomic bomb was the appropriate and most humane thing to do.
Because
this
the
actually
Japanese because the Japanese culture and imperialistic Japan in World War II, they would never have just surrendered to a traditional invasion of their country, and it would have been a large amount of carpet bombing and land siege bombardment to ever get much of anywhere in Japan, because the Japanese were going to fight until every single man was dead.
Every indication said that, I agree.
See, I disagree with that.
Okay,
100%
but
disagree
hold
with
on,
that.
Vranish, one sec, because we want to exercise this, but Vranish, I want to hear your
So-
thing, because I want to, so, in order to actually do this whole concept, whether it was accurate or not, but information at the time was that the Japanese population were ready to fight to the death, man, woman, and child, so to speak. And to actually take the actual island, the main land, would have cost the Japanese the people most of their population, all of their culture, and a lot of other American lives.
Apparently, yeah.
So,
Apparently, they had
so-
more than 2 bombs. The first one that was dropped, the Japanese were still defiant. That's why they dropped the second one.
oh
Well,
yeah,
there's
so,
just so you guys know, there's a really good coverage of this in Hardcore History. He goes over the indoctrination that they had of the people at the time, because it was fighting for your country wasn't necessarily just patriotic, but it was religious. Like there's
absolutely. The Emperor was
a
God.
belief system. Yeah, there was a belief system tied up into it. So if you look at Hardcore History, and I think it's called Supernova in the East, it covers this incredibly well.
All right, so KT, any closing statements on that one before we kick it over to Vranish?
The big thing there, was brought up, is a religious thing. So it was more than just a political thing. It was that, and they were predicting at the time that the World War II, to actually secure the enough Japanese territory to get a surrender out of Japan, would have probably perpetuated the
Hey guys,
war
I'm just
for
munching on
another
some
6
waffles
to 8 years.
and ice cream.
I
Oh,
will
yeah.
not doubt that.
And that's supported by the fact that we found Japanese contingents. I think it was like 10 years after the end of World War II and the surrender of the Japanese people, where when U.S. troops landed on the island, the Japanese troops there had still engaged the U.S. troops.
That was
thinking the
was
war
still going
going
on well into the 70s. Actually, we found people well into the 70s on some of the islands out there that were still fighting, and they actually had to bring back their commanding officer, who had been well retired from the military years ago, to come back and tell them that they're off duty.
All right, so Vranish, what's your take on the opposite side? I want to know.
For me, this is justifying reaching the goal by any means necessary. There are a couple
The end of war by any means necessary, sure.
Imagine if our adversaries use the same analogy for us. For relevant, Putin could do the same thing, start carbon bombing the shit out of Ukraine to say that, hey, you know what? Or use a couple of tactical nuclear bombs to make them surrender. Then what's the difference between us and them? What makes our war, I don't know how to put it, so justifiable?
Because we're working for the IMF. They're not. That makes us
What
the
is
good
the
guys.
IMF?
Yeah, but we do ask for receipts.
Which also, like, this is such a minefield, though. Okay,
Oh no, no,
It is. I mean, there's
okay,
no right
now
answer.
let me
there's
put it
no
this
wrong
way.
answer.
Let me put it
I
this way.
apologize. I hide my pain in sarcasm. So,
No, that's a good one.
and that's all it is.
So the
What is
ju-
the but
so-
let me just
Can't
finish
one
this
second.
part.
And let's do a round shot.
Okay.
This
Go
is the
ahead.
second part of it that I'm going to say. Also, we're justifying. We can justify it because we've won the war. The same thing goes back again during the World War II. Hitler killed 6 million Jews. He's a bad guy because he lost.
We're talking about the victors
Churchill-
write the history books, aren't we?
That is true. Also, Churchill killed 2.5 million Indians in Mumbai by starving them to death. But he's the hero.
Oh shit! Want to know another factoid?
Please go ahead.
George Washington was the only president of the United States to lead an army to attack its own citizens.
Fair enough.
What so far?
In the U.S. or
In the U.S.
yeah.
Anyway, so he's a hero. Anyway, but go ahead. So there's context all over the place on this whole thing.
So here's a question about differentiating the difference between the current situation in Ukraine compared to the situation with Japan. In World War II, before the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, the United States was not actually sending any direct troops or attacks on any other foreign nation. We were providing, like we are currently, basically war bond leases where we were giving them vehicles and equipment on bond of future payment. And we weren't, and when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, then the United States decided to get directly involved into the war. So the argument is, in that case,
Apparently the British knew, right?
Initiated.
The British
Yeah,
knew about
well,
the attack, apparently.
So the argument of difference between the two is that the Japanese were the initiators of aggression, whereas with Ukraine it can be argued that Russia was the initiator of the aggression, depending on what side you are.
Depending on who wins, because if you ask the Russians, they will say no, the Ukrainians are, because they wanted to join the NATO.
It wasn't
And
even
that
joining
would
NATO.
bring the Americans close to their borders, which is a big no-no for them.
Let me bring up a person called Victoria Keegan who was caught in a recording admitting to us setting up a fake puppet government in Ukraine that was very favorable to our actions and the IMF, by the way.
But
Right
guys,
there
I
on the border
enjoyed
of
the
Russia
nice
would be the
little
same as if Russia had set up their own government in
waffles.
Mexico. How would we react?
Round 2 on this assault.
Cuba.
Let's go this first.
Well,
Yeah.
look at what happened with Cuba.
Oh, the Bay of Pigs, that went really well, didn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I definitely can U.S. policy is definitely led, and
Hello.
as well as definitely led to the communist
Headphones, so guys, I will, because if it cuts off, I'm going to charge it.
And it's not easy important because it gives
So, you know, I feel
on your right because
sorry, we made a mistake. That time and spent all that time trying to make sure we bomb it without Russia attacking us while I was deployed. Oh, there was no gas there. It was just a thing. You know, and so I want you to understand where I'm coming from and my cynicism towards our policy, especially foreign policy, because it's basically Goldman Sachs and all of our large loaning institutions can't operate in these countries. They get mad and they go, you know what? We've got a lot of congressmen in our pockets. We don't need a congressional signature anymore to start a war. Go see terrorists. And it works. It works really well.
So
And
regarding that specific about the I'm running it. I was
Shields damage.
big one that Ron sent
Enemy down.
letters to the United States using the Switzerland embassy, telling them that there are rebel factions in Syria importing Syrian gas. That was U.S. media for it, and they couldn't find anything about it.
because we have to get top stuff right in. But the idea was, that we said that the president was
Same
gassing
thing with-
his own people.
Assad.
We
And
did
it
the
didn't turn
same
out
thing
stuff.
with Iraq too. And it's even been, and here's something that a lot of people fail to realize. The same international court that
Shields damage.
What's the W?
also already found that there's substantial
Hello,
evidence
Douglas.
to
How's it
basically
going?
convict George W. Bush and Dick Cheney of war crimes.
You know,
As Barack
that's what's so
Obama.
funny about it. Oh my God! And we won't recognize them, but now we're going to recognize the court. I'm like, well, then we got some other issues we need to work out. But you can't. I do appreciate you guys having this conversation because I can't talk to anybody I know about this shit without seeing like a. And I've been in the middle of this bullshit for years.
You know, it's really funny. The only president lately that they haven't wanted to look at trying for war crimes is Trump. Trump's the only president recently that, as of now, we can't say has committed war crimes.
The argument is strong enough, to be honest.
Guys, my headset needs to be
The
recharged.
thing is,
I'll
with
be
Trump
right back.
yet, nothing has come out about the operations that were held in Until those come out?
DC.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But, hey, Blackman, I got 2 of the targets taken care of already.
Are you guys doing bunkers?
MRTs.
To be honest, I don't know if there's any president anywhere in the world that has not done some sort of war crime.
Well, like I'm telling you, man, they're beholden to these large financial institutions. And the crazy thing is, they have a lot of power now, so much so that they're not even hiding their shit anymore. I mean,
No.
they're buying up all the single-family homes, so
Shields critical. Radar contact. Radar contact.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Shields critical. Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay. Shields are off. Shields are on. System off. Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Landing gear raised. Thank you, and please visit again.
I don't, you know, I don't know that you'd experience this in a cargo
Alright,
plane,
I'm
but
back,
if they
guys.
do a
I'm back.
really steep climb and then level out, how you get that negative G's right at the peak when they level out.
Oh, it pulls you out of your seat. It'll pick you up a little bit.
Yo, KT,
Yeah.
where you at? I'm the KT.
Now imagine only that at like negative 2, like 1.5 G's out of that screw at the bottom.
Yo, it's KT still. Yo, KT. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can
gotcha.
hear you now. I'm going after Bounty right now.
Which one? I'm going after Eagle Atkins.
Player?
In atmosphere. It's the Crusader thing. If I can just take, it's a little RSI Aurora. In atmosphere, of course.
You're doing a mission that I shared with you.
Yeah. I'm just doing, he's down.
What should we do?
I'm at 100i.
Come join me.
These MRTs
can
I
stay-
can do in the 100i.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what I'm saying. We could do it together. Let's stay in your 100i.
Yeah, I'm already by you.
Oh,
I'm just climbing out of atmosphere after doing one.
So doing this cargo mission, right? Every time I come back to this place, there's loot in the boxes. So I've got all these guns I've just been picking up out of the boxes.
I see. I just think here in next patch you'll be able to sell all those things.
Maybe. We'll see.
Radar contact.
You know what the question is could I do more good in the 100i or in the turn of the Israel?
Kind of depends on whether or not the pilot gets your shots.
Now, have you ever... I don't think you've ever gunned while I was flying a ship, though, have you?
No, I'm usually flying. I'll have to change out the light strike guns on my and drop them for 4 level 5s.
Question, do you think you could take a solo and take on a hammerhead in a war?
I don't know. I can do it. I can do it in my Lonnie.
I know, I've soloed those.
Shields damaged.
Should I take a hammerhead down with just missiles? Oh, it's Cutlass Pilots.
Chances are for the AWOL.
Aw.
Enemy down.
Roman WALK. He understands what it is.
Well, she's freshly squeezed, so I can use the trade block. She got her treats. She's kind of happy, so if she's nearing time to absolutely out of here. So anyway, yeah, logging back in.
Hey, so I just got out of Quantum in Atmo, and my engine shut down for about 10 seconds. Had a nice little free fall there. Fine now, but I had a nice little free fall there.
well, the lag is good.
I'm low on fuel?
Okay, there's the point Cutlass Black down. Oh, it's fucking
Target acquired.
Nice work, Giza. Let's go next. Get some items.
Alright, illegal monitors. Got a few.
Oh, Nero left, right? Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back. Nero, by the way, what do you think of the Taskmaster thing?
I still don't know how. You know, I mean, I was.
Did you
We
watch
talked about
the
that. Last
thing?
time we talked about that, I had a leg off to the Mystery Science 3000 kind of thing. We're doing commentary. Because I don't know how Taskmaster would really kind of. How we can realistically create media and entertainment based on the assets that Star Citizen is giving us in a Taskmaster kind of context. Enlighten me, because I really, you know, I don't know how, man. Yeah, maybe I'm not seeing it correctly.
That is true.
But if you see something on it that I don't believe, man, describe what you're talking about. But anyway, what's the formula that you want?
Just giving people, you know, funny tasks and giving them time limits to do it. See what they do.
I'll
They
just
don't know beforehand what they're doing.
I'll just put it on the
Drive
system.
is out.
Bring out
So they
Pyro.
don't like, go ahead, sorry.
I'll finish and
take
bring
care
out
of the
another
bounty,
system.
Ayala.
Just bring out Pyro. That'll make me happy. If I can just jump to Pyro and do missions over there.
Drive is out.
It's like you go to a certain building, it's identified, and if you can find a building and take the elevator to the top and start doing advance, while you're in competition with someone else on another planet that has to do the same thing, not in
No, they should not be on the same time, at the same space.
Right. So,
So-
Shields critical.
Let's say that you have 5 people. One day you tell number 1, hey, I want you to do this task. We follow them, we record what they're doing, and then after they're done, okay, talk to you soon. Go to person B, the same thing, record them, and after that they're done, everybody's done.
Drive is out.
Together in one
Drive is
space,
out.
judged how they did it.
Alright, guys are fully loaded yet, so I'm gonna wait. So I'll go forward now.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
You just watch one episode of the show.
what show are you talking about?
You'll understand what I'm talking about.
Talk about Taskmaster.
What's Taskmaster?
It's a British show.
Taskmaster? Never heard of it.
I will, even though I did this on YouTube, I will definitely catch the episode. But can you,
Sure.
on the counterpoint, can you watch a movie called Cannonball Run from the 70s? Maybe early 80s.
Cannonball Run?
Cannonball Run.
I know what a cannonball run is, but
But, so, well, that's the movie that gave birth to Smokey and the Bandit. It actually kind of gave the whole, like, long-term, long-haul, cover the
Yeah,
distance any way
but, yeah.
possible with that, road hazards.
Yeah.
And you can be very creative while doing it, so to speak. So the same thing as the Taskmaster. So there's the common DNA of what we're talking about, where you're actually providing funny commentary and just coverage and commentary in a funny lens to whatever people are doing. That's more entertaining, that I'd say, than the gameplay itself. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at this point, I think all noodles need to be thrown on the wall to see what actually is, I don't know, what translates best.
Here, for example, what you can do is like bring something surprising. And people go find something that's surprising in the game. Not facts, like items.
Oh, how do you have so many ships? Oh wait, never mind. That was only. Wait, you have the Andromeda? No, what is stream? Box.
Yeah.
Dang. How many ships do you have?
Few.
If you ask him, it's too many.
It is too many.
Fucking drink Buccaneers.
How many is
Stay
too many
still,
if you're an
and
admiral?
beat to death.
Well, the Ion is gonna be in the game soon,
Oh, you only have the Andromeda?
It's a decent ship, actually.
I know, it's a really good starter. Heck,
No, it's actually more than a starter ship. A starter ship is like the Aurora. After that, you do the Avenger Titan, and after that, you go to the Andromeda. The Andromeda is a decent ship already.
Yeah, Andromeda is a
the
missile,
the
though.
Cutlass Black is more the ship to the Avenger Titan.
You're right, you're right.
So very much just a starter plus ship.
Yeah, I skipped over the Black. The Black is the next progression, and then after the Cutlass Black, you go Andromeda. If you're gun and bounty biased, that's the pick.
If you're not gun and bounty biased, then I would say, well, even cargo hauling, that's kind of how it ends up working.
Or you can go first.
There
Bro, you don't know how bad I want them, man. But I literally.
How much is the Andromeda?
It's
like 130.
No, the Cutlass
Okay.
Andromeda, the Constellation Andromeda is 225 in real money if you buy it from the pledge store.
You guys were right about the gimbal mount. There's 2 weapon slots on the Andromeda. You cannot remove the puck.
So maybe it's worth taking and putting 2 light strike 5s on it. Once you can remove the gimbals from, and then running the gimbals.
Yeah.
Can
maybe
you
so.
remove the gimbal at all?
No, it won't let me. See, I can't even access it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Here's the final score yet.
Huh.
Ones that are bought within game.
Yeah, with not with the game crate, yeah. That's the difference. And you can only give it once.
Really?
Yeah, so if I gift you something, you can't send it to somebody else.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were saying you can only give something.
The item can be received once.
Huh.
That's what. You can't send that on.
What, so, if I were to, like, what would be the best way
be illegal monitoring ships.
$1 million
Until you
question.
can buy a mining ship, then you grind the mine.
Or you could do
Or if
deliveries.
you have a big enough cargo ship, that route I was running made a lot of money.
What were you running?
It's boring. The Gold Run of Microtech.
The from Cleo?
It's from SM18.
Oh, on Microtech. Yeah.
So,
Holy
question, the gold
crap,
run-
dude, that's a butt ton of money.
So the gold run on Microtech, would that be worth doing in 400? Do you think?
I don't know.
What is your
It's-
SCU?
Come on.
Yeah, 42 on the 400.
Fox. Choose
Yeah,
some
well, that you
gold.
want to go then.
I just sold gold.
I'd probably be better off
Alright,
running
nice.
just the monitoring ships on Microtech.
Yeah.
If you're
what
you,
ship are you using?
C2.
the best way for new players to start
Shields down.
China just
which you can do with any of the starter ships relatively well. It'll teach you quite a bit about as Tim says.
Enemy down.
What's your name, Fox?
Last target, KT. Last
Same.
target.
Box swapper.
And take
Like
this
you saw, that cargo load I just sold, that cargo load was from the C2. And
I'm trying to teach you.
I got you. It's a big cargo load. I went from, it basically made just under 100,000 from that run.
Never mind your service for
But if I die and I lose the cargo and the server collapse, I can lose 400,000.
Really?
Yeah, you can lose. It's high risk.
Oh, it's gonna get worse when the cargo refactoring comes out.
Oh, I know.
There we go.
Nice work. Lovely job, lady.
Is it
Fine.
easy to
I'm
grind
gonna
right
share
now?
the mission. I'm gonna start sharing some.
What do you mean it's right?
There you
Is
go.
it for now?
No, the problem with cargo right is that the items for sale are shared across all the servers. So you might go to a place and they're running out, somebody else on the server is on the same place, buying everything.
I'm joining QT because I get my money out.
I can't wait for the next Jump Town though.
Jump Town was fun. I had so much
Jump
fun
Town
with
is
it.
fun. I don't even care
And now,
about the
now
money
that I know
anymore.
you guys, it'll be even more fun.
I will be
Oh,
cruising
dude,
you have money?
including
Yeah.
a clip the entire time.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you have a butt ton of ships, dude.
What? I
I
thought
want to see,
you only.
I want to see his ships too.
How many did you buy with your own money?
Go, okay. No, Bucks, go back. To your-
Well, high risk target.
Let's see. Era, Defender. I love the Defender. C2.
Bro, man has like all the ships in the game.
No,
Yeah.
there's way more.
Yo,
than
There are like
KT.
150 ships in the game.
the Mantis. I bought the Mantis for group play. When if we ever want to cause some problems, man, I will get the Mantis out. We will play.
KT,
What's
before we
this
go,
on
yeah,
this?
I need some help with this mission.
What?
Hey,
The one I just
Bro,
shared
how
with
many
you.
of those ships
The
did you
high
buy with
risk,
money?
the high risk
half
group
of 'em.
warrants.
Bucks, do you have... Did you
Get
buy
boxes man to
the,
stop, just not them tonight or tomorrow.
What's that?
Did you buy the BMM?
Let's Mantis up, but not tonight or tomorrow. Maybe mid to late next week.
That'd be fine. That's it, man. I'm all about it.
Bucks, did
You're
you
gonna
buy the
roast it.
BMM?
Yes, I do.
I can't wait.
That's why I have the
Double
C2. I have the C2 in its place for now. Yeah.
so here's one for you. How do you
And then
think?
I bought the Expanse as well. That's why I have this cross.
See, right now, seriously, thinking about my
No.
Drive is now
get an email about your addiction.
You get an email from Dr. Oz.
What-
You know,
what-
he's an actual doctor like that, you know?
What is
Do I
the
need to
ship
turn-
that you use the least that you
No.
bought?
Okay, so I got an email saying I was in the concierge thing.
Oh, dude, I'm
that?
so close to it.
I don't want to be that. That's the thing. I not want to sit there.
It's like you spend $1,000.
And that's why I
Hey,
went.
listen.
"Fuck, I have a problem.
Most of us are old.
Yeah. You know what? You know what?
I can't talk about Eurus, and that excludes Eurus.
What
The
is,
rest of us are old.
bro? What is the least expensive pre-bought ship you have? I mean, no, not the least expensive, the least used.
For me, that would be my Redeemer.
Is that like what type of ship? Is it? Oh well.
Why
Wait,
do
Fox,
the Vanguard
ship,
Warden
phone,
AI
yeah.
suck so bad at you flying
Wait.
that ship?
Bucks, are you in the game?
Yeah, he's been watching me play.
What? Why don't I have your
Where's the fucking...
Bucks swapper?
I thought we were friends. Are we not friends?
What
Yeah, we are friends. Why can't I find you?
I didn't say.
the fuck?
Wait, are you in
It's the
Microsoft?
missiles.
Stay there,
Yeah.
because I'm there.
The missiles.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Microtech,
your
right?
server is full.
Weapons.
Yeah, and then
Missile. Okay, they put it in a whole separate place. Launch
It is
missile.
Oh shit, I am in Microtech. I should get the cannons for my Redeemer,
That is the hold.
since it's missing a ton of guns.
I might need to separate my guns out though, because now that I have level 4 and level 5, I need to separate them out in my loadout.
what about you, Bob? What's your least used ship? That was pretty fun.
I don't know. I have a monthly subscription, and that ship is usually the least.
Wait, what is the ship for this?
What ship is it?
400 is the 400i.
Doesn't give it to Jerry.
Convert Daily Driver, isn't it?
No, the Constellation Andromeda is my daily driver.
Well, this sucks.
My daily driver
know,
is nice.
You can take that ship off your hands, you know. I'll be using it very wisely as a daily driver.
Well, I can let you borrow a ship if you want to borrow a ship and do some fighting.
Wait, you can borrow ships?
I can if we're
Well,
in the garden together. I
Fox.
can-
Fox,
Oh,
let me give him a ship to play with.
Yeah, Splenda's got some
time
chips.
for me to get off and
Well, give him an
prove what's
890.
happened.
No, I would have given him the reclaimer to fuck around with and try to get out of the hangar with it.
The reclaimer ain't that hard to get out
Oh,
of.
no, if you have
Very nice.
That's easy. That's easy.
Oh shit, Splenda.
I'm telling you, if I have any ship that can hold cargo, or not cargo, whatever, a big ship, I'm talking about.
You're collecting old school names in this fucking channel tonight, bro. Holy shit.
Look, it's Friday, right? I'm working on fucking naps, right? I'm not having a good fucking weekend.
Roger that. Here I am. Splenda here is fighting diabetes.
What? I would not fight diabetes.
Oh shit. Fox, I'm gonna say I'm fine.
Don't know this way. I got get a bit closer.
I have to go and get off the
Shields critical.
Accept that.
I just did.
I
thought we were friends before.
No, we are, but I'm spamming join server, and by mistake I put. Yeah, it was like by mistake. Fuck that guy. Remove from friends.
Enemy down. Shields damaged.
Oh, I still can't believe I was that. I wasn't paying attention to the 100i was going up and get the freelancer to drop my shields and the light and tore off the wing, and then I was accused of shit.
Oh come on! Somebody leave this. that server.
Usually they leave pretty quick.
I'm actually getting off. I
Stealth
guess it's
someone.
for worse.
Alright, gents, I've got a Bernie moment right now.
Okay, go.
Drive is now off.
I know, Mr.
Drive is now off.
So as many of you may know that I enjoy making money in this game, and I collected ships that all the ships I wanted, so I ended up getting like earlier today. I actually made a bit of a plea to say, hey, I could use some cash to get recertified because I had to do a character reset, and my man KT stepped up and gave me 25K. That landed me right on up to getting the ERT certification. I'm like,
Okay.
huh. So once again,
Yep, just let me get in.
hold on. Because I'm going to show you something kind of embarrassing. One second.
Throw you a bone when I get on.
I'm not asking for that because I'm going to double what you guys give me because I hate freaking asking for that shit. But
You will get my luggage, goddammit, and I will not ask for anything in return.
Same. Here,
You
I'm
sounded
But
like
you're going to take it. Oh, I got 9,559.
I'm jumping to your server.
Dude, these light strike 5s are no fucking joke. Holy crap.
Anyway, so the Bernie is, once again, I'm asking you for your support to do,
Alright.
I don't know, this, like, damn it, man, kills me.
Yeah.
KT, I will not take any more cash from you, thank you, sir. Go to double your cash, get it back to you in the record time.
I'm not too worried about 25K. I did one mission. And,
I know, it's the concept, bro, it's not the cash, it's the concept.
If somebody shoots him 250,000, I will shoot you 300,000 when I get a game.
And he's gonna also give you herpes.
Oh, I like herpes.
You say you
I'm
like
thinking
herpes.
to get me to the ERT so I can relaunch and start single hitting my freaking hammerheads again. That's great. But here's another question, guys. The reason why I did a character reset is to try to figure out why I cannot missile on anything.
That's what not working.
But what do you mean it's not working? It is still not working. You were correct, Echo. I cannot get any missile lock at all. I mean,
So, have you tried restarting your game?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Have you tried restarting it?
I will be back. I have to go eat dinner.
Just,
What the fuck?
no, because we're gonna do nothing.
Yo, Nero, what have you tried?
I did a character reset, deleted the user directory, reinstalled the game.
Next step
So
is to.
I'm like self-proclaimed virgin at this point.
Next step is to throw out the window and then throw yourself out.
Sorry, Black Man, I can barely hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Because you done like everything before. I know you done everything beforehand and worked before, so.
No, Nero, I was gonna say the next step is to throw out the window and then throw yourself out.
Defenestration. That always fixes everything. Vanish. Whoa, dude. Well, what's the D? Drop us, dude. That was not necessary.
I made that. No. I made that today, just playing with two other friends.
I don't know why.
I'm sorry, not today. Yesterday. So.
What did you get?
Nothing.
If you dropped a zero, that would have been helpful. He added a zero. Now he's just fucking peacocking. He's kept
No.
it big.
No.
Are you
No.
you peacocking?
No, I'm not. At least this is a token of appreciation for everything that you've done for me in game.
Well, thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. You are gonna get your cash back.
No, I don't want it.
I'm gonna send it to you regardless. I know.
You
Thank
know
you
what?
for the gesture, man. It's the concept, not the cash. I know, man. I don't want to be like. Someone else was saying before, I just don't like taking shit. I got no problem giving shit. I just don't like taking shit.
Check your.
You give a lot of shit out when you're drunk.
Messages.
Can you guys hear me? Am I sounding really low? Is that what you guys
Yeah, why do I have a feeling the more you do this, Duro, people are gonna just troll you and start sending you money?
What we got?
It's not
Oh,
trolling.
we got Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Has he got any support?
Brandish got it right. Brandish got it very much correct.
But he's the biggest signature I can see so far.
Hopefully, I'm going to exercise. Well, let's put it this way: what Brandish is describing is what I've been doing, but there's usually a bit of blood alcohol content involved with that. And what Brandish is saying is that, hey, while you're sober, go ahead and do it as well. Thank you, Brandish. I agree with what you actually dropped on me, and I will do.
Thank you. Listen, guys. Hang around more here. You'll know what is happening.
Shields critical.
I enjoy the people who have put me into a position where I can help
E.T.
them.
I was after you earlier.
Yes.
Oh.
And
What?
you were actually one of them.
Were you in the fucking bunker? Casey, were you in the fucking bunker?
What? Were you trying to get somebody who was cleared a crime stat or something?
No, earlier today. Do you have a fucking crime stat? You had went to the bunker.
No.
You didn't know it had to be.
No, but I headshotted. I headshotted somebody going into a bunker with my ship that I was chasing.
No, I
think
swore
it
you
might
had
just
one
be
just
me on the
today
rock.
because I was after you. I learned fucking
There's another ship there.
because
I
it
had
was my bounty. This shit.
That's probably stealth.
I had a crime stat earlier, but I
Yeah.
I didn't kill my guards.
Oh, that's what fucking happened. God damn it, I was after you.
And at that point, I was
Shield is down.
I was
I ain't
getting
gonna
off
knock
the
on
range. So I just got off the
Yeah, because you were in the fucking, forest.
Yeah, you want to know how I got that? You want to know how I got that?
How?
I had a Carter rifle. I headshotted a bad guy, and the guard was standing behind the bad guy, and I got a 2-for-1 kill.
Alright. Yeah. Because, yeah, I was after you. I think you probably just went on my plan, but then it was like 40
You should see some of the things. Usually, if I have the players just got bounty, and it's not a very high bounty, I'll ask them why they have a bounty and look forward collecting on them.
I just wanted to get the fucking bounty done.
Oh, the certification.
Certification done. So.
Yeah, I need to again since I reset my account. I feel kind of bad about like somebody just gained stupidity.
Like I would like the first person to try to use that, I'm fine. But after that, if I know that they have a very low
I will say one that I ruthlessly pursued. You engage me first to get a crime stat, I will chase you down until I've had people combat bar because I'm chasing you down in 400 hours.
Okay, that's what I thought you done. I thought you fucking did that wrong.
I think I had like 400 eye on the plane at the time. Or was I in the little country?
You was in Oregon, Korea, I believe. At the time,
Yeah, what ship did I have on the surface? I was gonna say if I had 400 eye, depending on the ship you're in, you would have been shooting at it for a while. You still would have been. You still would have been shooting at that for a little bit.
There's a stealth ship. I can't track it.
Yeah, I saw you name it currently got
Shields down.
Oh, what the shield amount on that 400? Yeah.
No, it wasn't even you just or something.
subscribers? What one?
Right there.
Here's the other thing. I'm a subscriber. I can see originally.
When did you?
They gave me a ship every month.
Did you just start subscribing?
Yep.
What you might need to do is close out your game and launcher.
Do you keep that ship each month, or
Just for the month.
shit?
Yeah, and they give you a different loader ship at every month, plus the option.
Oh, really?
So they give you
Also,
special-
because I did the Ninetales stuff and I did the what was it called? I can't remember where you had to collect the boxes. I got special armor because I'm a subscriber, so I got that.
They can't wait for it.
Do you have the armor?
Well, if I reset my character, I get it back. If I lose it, I always get it back.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, drink the new battle cattle fiddlers coming out. All right, Sever.
Shields damaged. Target acquired. Enemy down.
It's a cool looking ship.
I'm not gonna try and attempt to fight the other guy. I can't even look onto the 400. Yo, you guys.
Wait, 400
Yo, there's an
has to go
NPC,
up.
yeah?
The drive is now.
NPC fighter. Yo, there's an NPC fighter I can't even target. Is that because they've got like a stealth?
Auto drive is now off.
I have a question. Is it silly the fact that the 325 has a ladder following?
Has a ladder.
The fact that C2 doesn't have a ladder bothers me.
It has an elevator.
At least you've got ladders. I've got a
Yeah.
rope. I have to climb a rope.
Like it's literally just like how would there's one or two ways you're supposed to like say for example you have like 2 or 3 dudes up here and you're doing a scout mission to take out something, right?
Wait, you can
got-
put a cyclone here, right?
You can put a cyclone there and then you can put a cyclone you can put like a dragonfly over by
Right now.
yeah you put a dragonfly right there then you put like a like up ahead and have those dudes fly fast and shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
On my low.
But the man in like the front area is gonna be sitting there for the entire trip out. You want him to fast?
So we can go and do the missions then?
One thing to remember about the 100i is it's not really designed to be a combat ship. It's designed to be an exploratory touring ship.
The 100
So,
I?
the 400. So it's designed to have a lot of really good sensors on it, have a huge fuel tank for the size of ship it is, and you'll land on a planet that you explore, and have just enough teeth that it can defend itself against most attackers. And basically the whole ship's designed where if you start getting attacked while exploring, you run away.
Radar contact.
Mind you, you can do some really stupid the MCC hammerheads can be destroyed with 400 fairly readily.
Radar contact.
Can you fly around it like you're a gunship with side gunners and with 2 turret gunners, and you can kill a hammerhead damage. Yeah.
Semi, like, what is it called?
Oh, normally you're just flying sideways and thinking around it, or flying.
Shields damaged.
Well, I love the way you 400 out. It's well done.
All jump force strips are generally
The fact that there's a
Can I
ladder.
go back a little bit? I kind of wanted to see like, is that a fruit wall? I'm kind of bored when it's turning and burning.
I don't know. He showed that
Remember,
the
the ships have
kitchenette-
their own. The ships have their own gravity.
Yeah, but that they don't have the inertial So here's one. Go show me at the kitchenette and the port of the dive.
Yeah, that's okay. You guys ever
Oh
seen
yeah,
Fit?
there it is. Oh dude.
Yeah, I'll see this.
Yeah, you remember when Amos was just like trying to do repairs and then his toolbox fell open while they were doing a hard turn, and shit just flew everywhere? Yeah, that thing's gonna become a fucking projectile once you start turning it first.
I mean, look at the other knives next to it. They're sitting there by a magnet.
I mean, realistically, really sharp knives like those are gonna shatter the company about next to
By the way,
better not be.
Hey, would you guys like to see a picture?
So what's this? Oh, this is the map. So what are you supposed to do?
And we'll exploratory stuff. Yeah.
Right, so I'm happy.
You're supposed to fucking.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's a little white spot underneath.
Oh, found it.
Crew
There we
sexual
go.
outlet.
It has number 1 and number 2.
You know
It
the
has
old,
two holes.
you know the old myth about the sailor barrel? Yeah, that's the new sailor barrel.
I love that joke.
Fair enough.
It might be that.
Shields damaged.
Yeah, I'll show.
It has
Here. Really sharp knife. Like, you gotta watch the edge on this. Oh, if you look, it's actually that's what a nice Japanese right there.
by the cannons from everything. Although maybe it's not a good idea because 1370 cannons.
Find this guy right on top of
What size hands can? What size hands can?
Oh, are you gonna do retaliated?
Well, yeah, it flips, but the thing is that after
Shields
restarting, I
damaged.
still can't do it. So I'm chatting with the concierge, help desk volunteers. The last word was the what?
Do we have an ETA on how many planning on the final?
20 total.
I thought it'd be like 90.
They promised several hundred 10 years ago.
So, but some of them are not going against.
Oh, okay, so unexplored.
So that'd be nice, actually.
So what I'm getting here is that we have at least 20 promised, and the rest is kind of like,
I think the 20 that you're talking about are going to be hand crushed.
yeah, and then the rest are just going to be proceed like
That's
Oh, I think no, I think it's one better than it's like and it's like so that's
area.
Empire up.
That's why they're doing the fucking
They are also working on solar. That's the
couple layers of. One is that I'm making fun of the fact that this game is 10 years in development. And two, I'm making fun of NFTs.
Oh, dude. Speaking of you know the guy that bought the NFT version picture of Jack Dorsey's first $250. He's put it on sale, and right now the highest bid is $6,000.
That's outstanding.
Okay, alright. We're pretty getting some money to throw into this absolute fucking scam fest.
Think about NFTs like artwork. It's one of the best ways to launder money.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Rich people own it.
So dumb.
It's not for us peasants.
My favorite part is how they're bringing in all this new money from like the what do you call it, retail investors who are like, oh, I'll just get in on this and then like sell it for more than I got it for, and then they get the rug pulled.
Oh,
No,
I mean, here's the part that you don't understand. You can literally copy them. Why would you buy something like that off the internet?
Exactly.
No, it's even better because they'll post up their super fucking monkey thing, and then someone in their mentions or their has the exact same image profile. And they're like, I'll see you, you're taking my copyright, and they're just, yeah, sure. The court of small claims is definitely gonna look into your...
No, here's a better one. Hey, sure, I live in a country that doesn't have copyright.
Yeah, exactly. I live in the Philippines, come get it.
Shit. Dude, I wish I knew about NFTs at the start.
They're like crypto bros. If the crypto bros were in car engine with VTech.
At least behind crypto there is a reason. There was one good reason. Yeah, not anymore, unfortunately. But there was good reason.
Well, you know, decentralized banking.
Bitcoin is still kind of uncentralized.
Bitcoin is centralized for things. Wallets that are basically controlling the flow of the trade.
Yeah, but you still can make your own wallet with Bitcoin.
True, but generally it's kind of like how stocks and hedge funds work nowadays, where they kind of influence the market.
Bitcoin is the future. Bitcoin will be like the credits in Star Citizen.
Oh man, I can't wait to purchase my expansive Bitcoin.
Yeah, see,
I mean,
I'm
look
gonna
at-
use Dogecoin.
Look at what I mean.
No, better than that. What was it? SafeMoon? That bullshit?
I'll use Ethereum. God.
Ethereum's built in Bitcoin.
I mean, you guys do recall what happened when the poor man was actually getting it up over at the banks because they found out that GameStop was shorted and then all the people were fucking with the stock.
Oh,
Remember
that
what
was
they did?
glorious.
They completely cut them off. They just cut them off the market, so you can't play anymore. And I was like, so that tells you right there what kind of control mechanisms are in place. Because the poor man started winning, and they're like, oh fuck that, this can't happen. There was a guy on one of the news networks, MSNBC. He threw a fucking fit. He was raging. You can't do this. You can't do this just because you know we shorted. And he was so pissed. He was almost crying. And he belonged to one of those firms that lost billions of dollars. Lost their livelihoods. You know, shortcuts. Why?
Oh shit, Fox, the whiskey's kicking in, bro.
Do you remember the
On me?
You could like fuck this, fuck that asshole within 60 seconds. Dude, that's whiskey.
No, probably. I would be surprised. His position's probably over the month of wait. He doesn't have any prospects because he's in a build hedge fund. So you know, gonna get his 60 minutes of fame and then fuck off to oblivion. But you guys remember like 2008 during the 1% march when they went up to New York?
Yep.
And they were showing the pictures of the dudes on Wall Street drinking champagne and looking down on the protesters.
I remember that.
Yeah, that image is just burned into my head. So anytime I hear these people crashing the market, or like these huge companies losing profit, I just laugh. 'Cause in
It
the
is
end,
funny money. the numbers that are reported aren't exactly real. The Scandal of Money is a book that you absolutely should fucking read. Once you read that, you'll have a different idea of what money actually is and how it can actually phase in and out of existence.
Yeah, but money's
zero monetary record.
And wait till you get to read Memoirs of an Economic Hitman. Nah.
Oh shit, I haven't done that one.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Oh, so Box, want to hear something funny? I hit the concierge help desk volunteers and told them that I can no longer lock anything. They told me to go to YouTube and learn how to throw a torpedo.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You know how many times I've been on your ship watching you throw torpedoes?
I don't know, but I mean, I know they're.
Bet you gotta watch YouTube.
Wow, they just really just told you to go fight.
They violate.
Exactly. I'm like, I know that they're catering to a lot of fresh people, and I am by no means a pro at this, but I'm like, I love my torps, I love my size 9s, they're my main revenue driver. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So wait, these guys are volunteers?
Have you tried any other ship chat?
So in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to go because of that podcast we're talking about.
Roger that.
I got my time zone backwards.
Drop us the podcast address, man.
I will when she starts publishing them again. She was terrible about it before, but she's like, yeah, I put myself on a schedule. Like, we record it the night before, release it on Saturday.
Ah, shit. So I can't go live and tell her to wear some slutty? Oh.
She'd laugh at you anyways.
I'm getting off. Yeah, good night. And no, I'm not getting off that way.
I mean, do your thing, man.
You're
Enjoy that shit.
I'm going to bed.
I know you're getting off in that way.
I'm getting off in the way that.
I mean, how else are you gonna get to sleep?
You know, that's what. You know how I get to sleep? I let my 2 cats lay on either side of my legs and pin me down in the blankets.
Or and then you let them lick your nutsacks.
My cat decides.
Little peanut butter on there.
No, my cat comes in between my legs, like between my knees, wiggles her ass, and like basically spreads me. Like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
There's a cat with a dominant relationship. What's going on, my guy?
He spreads you.
No, cat just walks in like a spread to home.
So she goes.
Girl, you're such a slut.
I know. Why can't I? It's wrong. No, she goes between my legs, then goes between my knees, and then just stretches. So
Damn, she's going all the way up there.
Oh yeah. Like sometimes my knee fucking hurts because she does that. I'm like, there's nothing I can do though.
You know, I'm glad that my one cat doesn't do that because he's an 18-pound dog.
And Duro, I'm gonna wear my concierge hat during the podcast.
Splenda, why? Why, man? Why?
I don't give a fuck.
You can see I'll send you a picture of my fish penis origami masterpiece. Beautiful.
Foreskin
I'm back.
origami. Classic.
No, man, I'm back. You know, that's right.
He has a limp biscuit.
I have to say,
Fox. Could I borrow one of your ships?
It's got better ships like that.
Fox is leaving.
Are you on Nero's server?
Fox, you're leaving?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, he's got work.
I made a commitment to
He's
something.
got work to do, man. He's a male gigolo.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Fuck this. The elevator's broken. My life sucks. Everybody should eat shit and die. Fuck.
Welcome to Seattle.
Cascadia is landing. Constantly raining. I mean, nowadays it's kind of like the land of heroin.
The land of heroin.
Man, the West Coast.
There's an orgasm in the background.
You know how many fucking burned out buses at the drive-thru when I was doing a road trip from Ohio to Kentucky?
Yes, yes,
it's
I
close.
need that car for you. Or, I mean, space car.
Come to focus.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
I don't know if you
Enemy down.
Actually, no, I couldn't join a bus
Alright.
server because the fuck is too popular. I had to join someone else's server.
Okay, how do I force quit?
This is not a server.
It's the loading.
What is the window? What is the window shut default shortcut to exit program?
Enemy down. Shields critical.
Okay, that actually quit. I didn't know.
I think the code that you're looking for is called ID17.
Okay, Splenda. Splenda, I'm gonna look at your name and party and I'm gonna get that car
Bring that ass here, Connors, man. Let's have ya, you
It's like
cunt.
the Hurston security
Let's
guys
fucking have ya.
love scanning you, trying to scan you when you're in the middle of combat.
Bring that ass here.
I have a big boy heavy armor.
Well, I guess I accomplished the mission without trying. The security guys downstairs finished them off.
Oh, you did provide protection, yeah. All you have to do is wait, they do their job for you.
Let's see.
Bullshit in this
That's
side.
why I think that they need to
Intent
come back.
75%.
I agree.
They need to make the baddie actually
You know,
turns back and runs. You know?
Shields damaged.
Like your AI would fit here.
Wait, you're the network here? I never played
Enemy down.
3, but I used to play 1. You know what I mean?
Violated.
Kind
I
of
actually
bad
need to
if
go
you're playing dog water.
fucking
Dude, Fear 1
reach up.
and so what's the name? Dead Space. Were the only games that I would
Bro, turn off that tragedy, bro. It's doing my ears in, bro.
Is that Vibe or is that
Yeah, that has me.
Sandra Hot Mike,
Bro.
man?
That track was tragic, bro.
I made my friend play. We all got
Drive is power. Auto drive is power.
Very top of battleship.
the game came out. We just had like a landmark section there, but
Oh, dude, that game is
Oh, man.
I remember my friend like going up to the next
What
room,
can I
like,
get to
dead,
fucking...
and we're just like, bro, it's dead.
Do you
Kinda, like,
think
walked
Michael
over
Jackson is a pedo
that.
or an actual character?
I think he was a kind
Shields
man.
critical.
He terrified you?
Yeah, it was the first time any of us had ever seen
Do you know what the problem with Michael Jackson was? Is he never had a childhood, so he was like a big kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like he had no childhood.
Auto drive
He
is
was in
power.
entertainment since he was a little
Auto
kid.
drive is now off.
I was kind of positive. Got me.
Yeah, that is a bit dodgy though. sleeping with kids, but Macaulay Culkin.
Drive is now off.
They do it all the time with celebrities, right? When they
You
want
know the Home Alone kid?
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's
He's fully
That's
deformed.
Macaulay Culkin, bro.
Oh yeah, he
Drive is now off. Drive is now off.
I personally think he was just a big kid. He's been in show business since he was a little kid, and he just wanted to have fun.
Absolutely,
think he was
Blackman is
big.
right. There was developmental issues there that can be studied for generations. But then again, it's Hollywood. Don't
Yep.
send your kids to Hollywood.
well, his dad was a one.
Yeah, he was a crazy guy,
Practice at like 2 a.m. in the morning.
and he made himself hate himself as well. That's why he bleached his skin to look like
He didn't bleach his skin. He has a skin.
Yeah, he has.
Don't know about that.
No, he did.
Seriously.
He had a skin.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that actually have that skin condition.
Oh yeah, it's called vertigo or something.
I forgot the name of it, but it's a real condition.
Yeah, you get patches. You get patches of white. You got brown skin.
Linda, what's your name?
What are you loading, bro? What are you loading?
I sent you a friend request.
I'm testing the advice of the
Three more
the help
targets.
desk person.
Hold on.
And jumps in an eclipse and gonna try to kill a VHRT.
But you have tried on the.
And this is still after you reset your character.
Reset, deleted everything. So, I don't know.
You're
Find out.
you're
Because
screwed,
I
bro.
expect this to fail, and at that point, I might have to turn in control and dare to the amateur in this tech support organization. I don't want to be that guy, you know?
If your business are not working, just use your ship as a missile.
I get you, I get you.
You're the ammo.
You're
The
the
Eclipse
asshole.
has 3 missiles, but yet it has 4.
Go right.
Like you already with another
Yo,
ship,
why this
right?
plane?
For the missiles.
I like it.
Please proceed to sign land flag.
I think you say it's the apple.
Nobody ever gets
I've got no advice for you, bro. I don't know how to fix that issue you have. Are you sure it's not a keybind, bro? Let me check your keybinds.
You know, I was going through everything else. Maybe there was a key that shut off locking mechanism. I was looking for it. It makes sense that would be an actual command. But
Wait, where's Splenda? Oh, phew. Splenda, you scared me. Don't worry, Splenda.
I think I want to
I'll
finish these 2 targets
That
and call it a night. Man, sleep.
Yo, what the frick is that armor, bro? And that looks so cool.
Oh, I've got so much
Why do you have
space
so
for
much
my bed right now.
stuff?
It's called.
Splenda, why you have so much stuff?
100%.
You just have so much stuff.
Okay, ship's fixed. Great. Let's
Bro,
get
what
the
was that
fuck
armor
out
you
of
were
here.
wearing? That armor looks awesome.
Again, raised.
Yeah, what? Bro, please take. I'm gonna need that car insurance so I can go to Mercer. And get that armor, bro. That armor looks sick.
Is now
What armor you talking about? I know exactly what armor
This
you're
is like
talking
my
about.
third day playing this game.
That explains.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Here.
Fat Astros around here, man. I said easy, because there's no
We'll
easy.
take you to her stream there to talk about contracts. Wow.
That thing is Annabella shake.
Wait,
That
where
thing.
is my
No,
house? There
you
it
shake
is.
it. It's all
Shields
hand
critical.
back
Or
up.
I was
And
looking
I'll
for my
get
redeemer.
busy.
What planet are you on?
Sexy lady want war with us.
Could you go to Microtech, please? Because I can't even travel there.
It's
Oh,
all
so I gotta go pick you up?
me on to the early morning.
No,
your
it's
option.
just
Let's get
my
it
ship
on to the
doesn't
early
go anywhere.
morning. It's
Oh,
all
you
good.
gotta
Tell me
stop somewhere in the middle and refuel.
Shake that
Yeah,
big
like a normal
Miss
person.
Annabella. Susie and Rebecca.
What is your ship?
Don't make me draw for the back hell. I told
Probably
man
not
tackle.
really small, but
I have the
Don't make me
Mustang.
draw for the
Oh,
back.
good, yeah. Return it and get the Aurora.
Man's doing a postman Pat.
Huh?
pecking order
Postman
is like
Pat and his black and
dirt,
white cat.
Mustang
Early
series,
in the
Aurora series, Titan series, Cutlass series, Constellation
As
series,
he
and then
knocks
literally anything fucking else.
letters through
And Mustang?
your door.
Anything.
That chick was sick. I remember watching that.
I think beside what you're you have right now.
So you should melt your ship.
And
And
there's
get
another one.
I'll sell it later.
Fireman
Just could you
Sam.
come to Microtech? Because it takes you
Is
so freaking long.
I am in Microtech, but not on your server. I'm on the newest.
He's the hero.
Oh my
next
god,
door.
dude.
Just join us. It'll be fine.
Chill. I'll be over there a little bit.
No, I'm
Said,
just talking to
I see
myself.
you. Yo, she look
And
like
then, by the way, the
Spider-Man.
armor that you have on right now, is that what you bought from what's it called? Oh,
Ships on
the
the radar.
yeah, this fucking.
I'm
Oh.
gonna try to get as
Should
many
get
of them as I
Blake,
can,
Blake.
because I have a feeling that after a while, you aren't gonna be able to go and glitch them off the bottom. I just
Do
not
you
have
want
to.
me
Okay,
to
I'm
join you?
radar and missile locked.
I'm not the guy doing it. No.
They after my chase.
Was it Seal?
They after my chase now.
Vanish.
I'm
I'm Nura's. No, my in-game
Oh,
name
yeah.
is in the parentheses.
Better. Who neutralized?
Right,
Okay.
I need to change my
Okay, there we
name
go.
back to Vanish.
Now I can
Yeah, go ahead and do it, man, because the Silk Code thing is only the thing with this. There are people who called it varnish. I'm like, I thought that was funny as fuck. By no means, I thought Silk Code was funny, but honestly, man,
They're
you're
both
Vanish.
coming out the same kind of speed.
Yeah. So I'll
I just
see you,
saw my
man. But
place
This
die.
one is definitely close.
I'm gonna do that. How do I do
I
that?
wouldn't let them come
Edit user
towards
profile.
us.
No.
Yeah.
Power to
Where's
the
that shit?
fraction.
You go to your settings and then you go to account settings and then you
How do you get people to buy? How do you share shit?
Share ships.
Or not
No,
really
I
share.
just give it to you, so that you can just fly it around.
Alright. Prepare the
You can
missiles.
go and just destroy shit. You can go repair it if you
Yeah, you can do that, but I think he wants somebody to send a ship.
Okay, no, if you're trying to get somebody to actually send you to make a ship, good luck.
Shields critical.
I don't want
Yeah,
it.
we
I
got
don't
some
want
moves,
like
so let's get
Edit
this
server
out.
Service acquired.
Oh yeah.
Acquired.
Even a fresh built freaking Eclipse, I can't get a fucking missile lock.
Release missiles.
So what you need to do is to listen.
Go on YouTube like the guys.
Go on YouTube. No. Seriously, sell the Mustang and buy the Aurora.
Enemy
Boom.
down.
Some cargo runnings with it that have much better range, so you can still fight with it. It's a viable ship. If you want to
Torpedo
spend, like,
fest.
how much more is in Avengers 2?
Son of a bitch, release some chat.
$10?
15, maybe 20.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Make your own life
Look.
easier. But you don't want
I
to
don't got that.
So you don't want to
Enemy down.
I just wait. But would I have to remember?
No.
Can't read
Yeah.
the radar
Game
situation.
but that's about it.
I'll do it later. But I'll just make
Can
sure.
I read this shit? Target look now. He's in a Buccaneer.
Because the Mustang, unfortunately, it's really cool and everything, you know. It's a good looking ship.
It's useless. Yeah.
How much is a Pisces compared to an Aurora?
Shield damage.
I have to wait for my.
No.
Where you going? Pull seal, you ain't going nowhere, bro. Got beef. Somebody's died of. We got beef. You on my
Like,
hit list.
I'm pretty sure it's
So,
like 15
prepare.
with me in it.
Hey,
There were like barely any
my
people.
last target's in ceiling. It's like all good. Cleo.
I'm heading to the
Especially her. Cleo
space
Sarah.
port.
She's been an all weekend.
Autodrive is now.
She should be on that more. Probably got a couple of homes rolling over. But this one, Jesus.
Oh, like.
Is now.
The 20 years ago, we was paying college tuition. Beat that, bro.
Got the wrong turret.
I just heard you got a bunch of
He meant to say turrets. Not turrets.
I also thought he said Tourette's. I was like, what?
Hey.
Autodrive is now.
We are cancelled.
Oh, you're quite far away.
Don't worry, I'm going over there. When you get to the spaceport, I don't know, take your thing and just meet me at
Meet you at where?
It's the orbiting substation that's hanging around like that.
Oh, yeah, trust me.
That's where,
Yeah, space.
Yeah, you can go up there to like 0G.
One time I glitched through the map. I'm so glad I had all my armor on, because then I would have kind of died. But yeah, I like had to swim to a docking space.
Oh, that means you were chosen by the Star Citizen gods.
No, but that was when I was playing this on Iggy. So.
No, but hold on. Like, whenever you first started out in the game, were you able to get out of the meadow camp or the roll in through the
I rolled into the ceiling and I that's literally what I just did like a moment.
That's how we know that he was chosen. You don't have a buggy fucking.
Oh, I did.
Shields damage.
I got out. I love the game. I got on.
Vaporuni. Vaporuni.
Now I know Echo's lying.
This is why I would do this game. Just flying around.
That's holy shit or something.
Catching M cases on this.
Wait, Zook's here?
Yeah.
Watch them all breeze on. Watch them butter man down with the
What's going
buttons.
on? Long time no see. Oh God, long time no see. Huh. So, you guys interested in hearing a Branish story about his PhD?
Absolutely. Let me get a jar of peanut butter and ready to listen.
All right. So,
What's that over there?
last semester,
There's that
the
piece of
semester
the guy
before,
shit.
I You know what? You won't hear it. Fine. Fuck you.
I was actually listening. I was actually sitting here listening. Like I sat back, looked away from my actual monitor, and I'm just over here looking.
Come on, Randall. No, I can't.
So he kicked back the chair and put his hand down his pants.
Peanut butter.
Anyway, so you have fun fishing. Go ahead.
So, I ended up in a fight with my advice. Left is left. In this case, an asshole. So apparently, this semester he's coming to the university fucking drunk. Like you can smell the alcohol on it. I've been just keeping my distance. So we have this Chinese girl, really sweet girl. She's really nice. Sees the guy, and I was like, "Hey, Dr. X, long time no see." This guy goes ballistic on her, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you to tell me that I'm coming to this university late?" Like, just goes nuts, and we're like, "Huh." Wow. So.
Hey, back there, Papa.
I'm trying to leave.
That was
You're finally on the I'm just.
You know what? I was going to give you a shit, but I'm not.
I want to give it this.
Wait, really?
Nah, you don't.
What?
Now you won't get it.
Wait. Wait, hold on. Hold on. No. Pretty, please. Pretty, please.
Oh, quick play.
Drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
I have no idea. I'm gonna guess hangar 4.
Alright. Stop writing comments.
Pretty,
I told you to get out of space. Why aren't you in space, bud?
Oh, in this hangar.
Auto drive is now
Get out
off.
in space.
I am. Hold on.
You can't get out of space from hangars. You have to go to a pad.
What? I'm not at the space station. They're in the atmosphere.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Morty. What's up, guys?
Wake up
Dude, I'm just putting old cannons on my
Guess what, guys?
Redeemer.
And I'm getting
Tell me
attacked.
what's going on.
I come to life with it.
It's gonna be big news. I may.
Let 1 second.
I may or may not become an uncle tonight.
God, dude, congratulations. Sorry about that.
He feels bad now. He feels bad.
No. Ranch, you're not an asshole. That was funny.
Dude, I'm an uncle. Congratulations.
No, it's not guaranteed. My family's a big family, a small family. She's a very, very small little bitty girl, and she was already kind of, chunky to begin with. So she's been having like high blood pressure issues the entire time.
Okay.
So this is the 3rd time she's going to the hospital for high blood pressure. So they might just like
nowhere.
decide to
Just
induce labor.
highlight it so that no one can find me.
C-section or just
So I want to be
labor?
chilling here and I'm gonna bed
At this point in time, I think they'd probably just go ahead and try to do the whole
How many months is
induced
the
labor
kid?
thing.
Is the,
Oh, they're like
just
37
say that.
weeks. No, they're not.
Well, hopefully no one
Okay,
should
so
find
it's
me.
not
definitely
that
within.
early.
Yeah,
And have a nice little slumber.
I literally just got the call.
Oh, I lost my
Dude, congratulations. That's awesome.
lost my
I
fire.
hope everything goes well.
I was getting shot from behind. That's the problem with this shit.
How old are you?
Mainly for revenge.
But it's all good.
My brother has fed my kids so much candy. Like it's my turn, bitch.
Thanks for watching, my boy.
It's my turn.
That's me, boy. Black man.
I can't find the C5A cannons here. They used to be here.
Where you at?
Get strong.
Get
Get strong. 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 Get strong.